I've been a military lawyer for 25 years. Chief Master Sergeant of the United States Air Force. I think I understand the difference between military law and civilian law. We're at war, so we should apply military law, but this is a different kind of war. People don't wear uniforms. That doesn't mean they're not dangerous, right? That means they're actually more dangerous. There's no capital to conquer. There's no Navy to sink, no Air Force to shoot down. We're fighting an ideology. This ideology is hateful. They would kill every moderate, Muslim, Jew, and Gentile if they could. They know no boundaries and they follow no rules. We do. That makes us better and stronger. But the rules need to be set up as if we were at war, not as if we were fighting a crime. So you got 200 and some people in Guantanamo Bay today. I just passed a law, along with Senator McCain, that said you can't transfer anybody to a nation that has a substantial Al-Qaeda presence, because these guys are going back to fight in large numbers. But what we need to do is make sure that everybody at Guantanamo Bay has their day in court, but it should be in military court. KSM is the mastermind of 9/11. It was my amendment that stopped him from being tried in New York. I don't get much credit for that, but I'm taking credit because I think I deserve it. Because I got on the floor of the United States Senate, and when I speak, people listen to me about this. If he's not an enemy combatant worthy of military commission trial, who would be? If the guy that planned 9/11 and took credit for killing 3,000 Americans is not viewed under our law as a military threat, who the hell would be? So my colleagues, Democrats and Republicans, agreed with me, and the reason he's not on trial in New York is we cut off funding. Having said that, I want him to go back in court. I want the Obama administration to take the mastermind of 9/11 and the 6 planners of 9/11 and put them on trial in the military commission. I've been a judge advocate for 25 years. I'll put that legal system up against any in the world, including the International Criminal Court in The Hague. There's some people you could try in civilian court. Financiers, you have more charging opportunity in civilian court than you do in military court. At the end of the day, 48 of them have been found to be too dangerous to be released, and you can't try them in military or civilian court. Under the law of war, ladies and gentlemen, you don't let enemy prisoners go.
That's right.
Because it's not a crime you're fighting. So what we need to do is have a statute, and I'm working on one, that will allow an enemy combatant to be held indefinitely without trial.
Good.
Because in every other war, we're allowed to do that. The evidence is classified. It doesn't reach a beyond a reasonable doubt standard, but we know they're part of Al-Qaeda, and we know if we let them go, they'll kill us all. So why would you put your nation in that box? So we're going to create a legal system that will allow them to go before a federal judge, and the judge will determine whether or not the military made a correct decision in finding them to be an enemy combatant. If the judge says the military was right, you're an enemy combatant, you get an annual review at the executive branch level to argue you shouldn't be in jail, but we can keep you in jail without a criminal trial as long as necessary to keep the country safe. Because we're not prosecuting a crime, we're fighting a war, and in war you don't let the enemy go if they're still dangerous. Simple stuff. 9 years into this war, we haven't fixed it yet. Just follow what happens with me in this issue this summer.